In the quiet beauty of southern Gaul, what we now call Aquitaine, was born a man who would stand against the storm of theological error, a philosopher whose pen would uphold the very grace of God. His name was Saint Prosper of Aquitaine. In 390 AD, in the final days of the Western Roman Empire, Prosper came into a world trembling under the weight of chaos. Rome was crumbling. Barbarian tribes, Visigoths, Vandals, and Huns, threatened its borders. Amid this collapse, the Church sought to clarify its doctrine, especially concerning one of its most central teachings, the nature of grace and free will. It was in this theological arena that Prosper would rise. Deeply influenced by St. Augustine of Hippo, Prosper became one of his fiercest defenders against the errors of Pelagianism, a heresy that downplayed the need for divine grace in salvation, claiming that human beings could achieve righteousness through their own efforts. Though not a cleric, Prosper was a layman of sharp intellect and keen theological insight. He dedicated his life to scholarship and became a prominent lay theologian, controversialist, and defender of orthodoxy. His most important contribution: a zealous defense of Augustinian theology, especially the idea that God's grace is absolutely necessary for salvation. Prosper composed a series of theological treatises, letters, and poems. His work, Contra Collatorum, against the Confrencer, attacks the semi-Pelagian position of Cassian and his followers, who sought a middle path between Pelagius and Augustine. Prosper saw no room for compromise where truth was concerned. His writings circulated widely among monastic communities and scholars. Prosper also authored the earliest known chronicle that extended Eusebius' work into the 5th century. But his real legacy was polemical. He recognized that ideas matter, and that corrupt theology could lead souls astray. His reputation for orthodoxy and learning earned him the attention of Pope St. Leo the Great, with whom he would later work closely in Rome. Some believe Prosper may have even helped draft parts of Pope Leo's tome, the doctrinal letter that proved decisive at the Council of Chalcedon in 451. Whether or not he directly influenced the council, Prosper's Augustinian legacy would echo through the debates. He stood as a bridge between East and West, between philosophy and theology, between the dying empire and the eternal Church. Though never formally canonized by Rome, Saint Prosper is venerated as a saint, particularly in the city of Reggio Emilia, where his relics are enshrined. His feast day is celebrated on June 25. Saint Prosper of Aquitaine teaches us that sainthood is not only in martyrdom or miracles, but in the defense of truth, in the labor of the intellect offered to God.